welcome to our inside cabin. Do come in. So now we've been living here now for the last few nights, so we showed you around when we first arrived, but we thought we'd let you know actually what we thought of it, having lived in it for the last few nights. So we'll just start with the bathroom, which, as you probably noticed at the beginning of the video, it is rather small, but I have to say, oops, there's the towel. It's perfectly adequate. The shower is sort of a curved shape and there's a curtain, but it does not stick to you. There was enough room, the water was warm, you can adjust the pressure, adjust the temperature, and it comes with the White Company shower gel and shampoo. But if you do require conditioner, then you can ask for it, and it will be provided by your cabin steward. So that's some conditioner from the White Company and also hand and body lotion. So don't feel you can't ask because it's easily provided for you. Okay, so that's the bathroom. Then this area here is your walk-in wardrobe, which I think is fantastic. You've got plenty of room, lots of hangers, lots of space underneath the shoes and bags, and space at the top there, and that's where your life jackets are. And inside this cabinet there's lots of shelves and a safe, so you can just use packing cubes or take things out separately. Okay, then something that we mentioned in a sort of top tips video is around the use of wall magnets, because we like to keep things nice and tidy in the cabin. So I've just got one for my bags, the newsletter that you're given every evening for the next day, the Horizon from P&O. We just use the magnets here just to keep them all in one place. Then we've got an envelope with our excursion tickets, and we haven't opened this yet, it's just come. It's about our check-in envelope for flying back home again, so it's coming up soon. Okay, so then we have a air conditioning here. So this cabin is quite warm, I have to say, so we have had it on the cooler side, but you can adjust it just to suit yourself. And another tip we have is, because we're in an inside cabin, we knew that it could be pretty dark at night. So we bought some automatic night lights, which stick on because it's got a little metal section at the back, just sticks on, and as you walk past it in the dark, it shines for 30 seconds. So it's been fantastic if you need to get up in the night, you don't want to turn the big light on, but it will shine your way to the bathroom. Okay, so now we're in the main cabin area itself, and as you can see, there are lots of mirrors around. I think that's to give it a sense of space, which it does. It doesn't feel cramped at all. Now over this side here, we've got a huge long table here with a chair. We've got storage shelves at the end here, and in the cabinet we have a couple of shelves, including the hairdryer. Comes with an American style plug, and there is a socket there sort of dedicated for it. It's an Oster brand. It's adjustable heat. It has a cold function as well. It seems fine. I've got quite thin hair, but it's been absolutely fine for me. Okay. Over this side here, we've got our area for tea and coffee making facilities, which the cabin steward will replenish every day. So you've got coffee, tea, some biscuits and some milk. We quite like peppermint tea, so we bring back a couple of tea bags from the buffet area to make a drink ourselves. Some glasses if you want to make have something to drink. Now in the fridge here, well, cooler, you can store your water. You're able to bring on board a litre of alcohol each. So we brought on board some bubbly, which we'll have later on. Okay, then a topic that I know quite a lot of people are interested in, and that's about sockets. So we have two English 3-pin usual sockets here. Now what we do is we buy these cubes for charging items, because it doesn't matter which country you're in, you can adjust it to suit. So it's great for cruising because all sockets are different types. Okay, the TV in this cabin is one of the smaller ones we've come across, and I think it's because it's an older style ship, so it isn't one that's on the wall, it's actually on a stand. It's not an interactive one like on some other cruise ships we've had. You can't see your count on there, but there are some good functions that are really useful when you're in an inside cabin. So I will just bring that up for you now. Sometimes in port it's a little bit slow because of the satellite. So left hand side is the TV side. You can see which channels are available here. So if I just look at a couple of them, so for example navigation, that will actually show you where you are precisely. So it will show a map of the area, and it will zone in, it will zone out, so you can see in relation, there we are with all the other islands, and I believe that this is where we are in Lanzarote. Okay, then we've got ship information. Now what they're showing here is, it's a talk that was carried out earlier in the week about architecture. So they record it and they show it on your TV if you happen to miss it. So it's quite interesting, those talks. This is just one about some different shore excursions. Okay, so you have various news channels, and one that we really like, being an inside cabin, is the mast camera. So it does come with music, but let's turn it off. So what you can see is, as the ship is moving, this camera's on all the time, so you can actually see when you're coming into port and when you're docked. And obviously we can see a little bit of view of the weather here, so we can see that it's sunny outside with a bit of clouds. So it's really useful when you're an inside cabin and you don't know what's going on outside. This is one way to find that out. What you also have on your TV screen is a selection of movies or films. So they're in different categories, and there are several pages. I'll just go across the categories and you can see the sort of the age of the films. Some of them are obviously old classics, some of them are a little bit newer, but there's a whole range of films that you can choose to watch for free in your cabin. So the bed itself, now if anybody's been on a cruise ship, most beds, I don't think we've ever come across a bed that hasn't been comfortable, and this one is particularly comfortable. It's really big. You can have it set up as twins. We've had it as a double bed. You can have as many little desk pillows as you want, and it's made up once a day. So the cabin steward comes in the morning. You do have a little card that you put outside the door just to let them know when you're ready to have the room cleaned. But they don't do a turn down service at night, which I don't think for us has not been an issue at all. Okay, just to let you know about the side of the bed, you do have some decent storage here. You have actually proper shelves, which is rather nice. I know on the newer Iona ship it's very small little units, but these are big drawers here, and a bedside lamp. But what you don't have is any ports to charge your phone near the bed. So it hasn't been a problem because we've just been using it over here, but you don't have anything here. It is an older style ship, so you don't have any modern sockets near the bed. So as mentioned before, this is the first time we've actually booked an inside cabin, and I have to say I wasn't really sure about it. Were we going to like it? Were we going to feel claustrophobic? What would it actually feel like? And I have to say, on this particular itinerary, it's not been a problem at all. We've had some long port days, so we've been in the dark at 7 o'clock in the morning, and we haven't left till 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. So we haven't been in our room that much. We've been out and about, either exploring the ports, exploring the ship, and really we've only been using the room to have a very good night's sleep, to change, use the shower facilities, and sometimes just sit and rest and have a cup of coffee and maybe catch up with a bit of news. So it hasn't been an issue at all being an inside cabin. We've been able to see what's going on outside with the camera on the TV. And would we book it again? Yes, definitely we would. I wouldn't hesitate to book an inside cabin, perhaps depending on the itinerary. If you're going to somewhere where you have shorter days in port, then you might like to enjoy the option of sitting on a balcony looking at the world go by, whereas here it's been in port sometimes and you've been overlooking just the port itself, and it hasn't been very interesting view, so you would be not very happy to sit on a balcony with not a great view. I have to say, obviously balcony cabins are much more expensive, and really if you feel you want to save money on a cruise like we did on this occasion, inside cabin's been perfect. We did book the second category of cabin, so it wasn't right at the front, it was the next version in, but we were upgraded several cabins to come to an inside cabin in the middle section. So we did on this occasion say yes, we're happy to be upgraded because we didn't have anything to lose basically. So we would definitely recommend this. Okay, so thank you very much for watching our cabin tour. Please do join us on some other videos about this fantastic cruise to the Canaries on P&O Azura, and if you would like to, please do subscribe to our channel. And in the meantime, stay curious.